And if you care to find me, look to the western sky. Hello. I just wanted to come live because I know it's late and, I just wanted to say hello. Okay. Hi. I know I've been lollygagging, so I apologize. I'm doing alright. I had work today. Made it through. Had some challenges along the way. I had a pretty bad panic attack. So I slept. I've just kind of laid in my bed in this like half dreaming, half not dreaming state for a little while after therapy. I know you guys have actually seen me have panic attacks on camera before. How do I stop a black hole in your kitchen? When you were trying to bake brownies? What? How'd you open a black hole? I remember you. Yeah, I did make it. I was driving when it happened though, so my hands, they went like this, and I could not open them. Like my fingers, I couldn't pull them apart like this. I would pull them like this far apart and they snap back. And I'm driving, so I'm like, okay. So I stick my little finger in the wheelie hole and I turn it into a doctor's office. And then I called Mason. Shout out to Mason, who picked up right away, and I was like, Mason, I think I'm dying. And I was like, can panic attacks make your hands scrunch up? And he was like, yes. And he was trying to convince me that it can, but I was like, I can't use my hands. I can't use my hands. So my whole body was tingling. It was so interesting because usually when I get a panic attack, it's like heartbeat, and then I have tingling in these two fingers, and then I'll have tingling in my upper lip, and that's it. And so I'm driving, I felt a little chest pain, and I was like, okay. I'm like, that could be really bad or probably just a panic attack. And then my fingers started tingling. I'm like, probably just a panic attack. And then by the time I get to the end of this long road I'm driving on, I realized that the numbness is much more widespread than I thought it was. So the numbness had gone now into my face, and my eyeballs were like twitching. There are muscles in my body that I've never flexed until today. So I'm not a grown-ass man, I'm a grown-ass woman. And yeah. It wasn't easy, but I'm okay. Definitely wouldn't recommend continuing to drive after you have any symptoms of a panic attack, though. I think that I probably should have pulled over a little earlier, so yeah. Cause I damn near like almost passed out, but I'm good. Hello, I didn't fart. You're stealing my estrogen. You can't, it's all inside of me. Sorry, my tummy's poking out, I didn't realize. Silly me. From Za, I didn't even smoke. I haven't smoked in a long time. I mean, I haven't smoked a substantial amount. Not enough to za me. What's wrong with my ear? There's a lot wrong with my ear. Shit, I can't even go out to my car to get my fucking computer. I hope I brought my computer with me. Yeah, I think I did. It should be in my front seat. It's all inside of me. Ayo, pause. What are you, what? Oh, gotta see Ariana Grande. Yeah, I don't really like any of the other people. SZA's alright, though, actually, I would consider it. Consider this a declaration of holy war? What do you mean? How can you... You can't even... Nah. That reminds me, I have to reorder my birth control tomorrow. I'm having like random pains all over my body. My tit! My tit! How come there's only... you got your first Blumpkin? I am a furry. Good job, I think sorry. My mom just died. Can you cheer me up? Oh, I'm sorry your mom died. I'll be your mom. I have pimple patches all over my face. I had one pimple and it was so painful. And it's just like filling up these little pimple patches so fast. It's just like they're like constantly getting filled with liquid, so there must be a lot in there. I'm hoping it takes it all out and I get to prevent scarring, but man, my day's been okay. I've never been homeschooled. No, I always went to public school, actually. Okay, OnlyFans collab? No. I still feel a little uneasy after all of it. My stomach hurts a lot. And I'm going to have to pack up my drugs tomorrow a little bit differently than I usually do. Sorry, I have a little tummy ache. It's nice to see so many people here. Really, it is. Stomach pain. Oh. I'm not a man. Hi. What up, Vladimir Ali? I'm talking to YouTube mostly right now. Drive by, double tap, thank you. Drugs are bad, okay. I didn't do any drugs, but I do have drugs to keep something like that from happening to me. And I didn't have the right ones on me. I have 2 types. They're both fine. It's just that one of them works fast, and I didn't have the one that works fast. But it did work, and I'm grateful that I had one. Shout out to Jetman 2000. The lack of music has me worried. I might put on music at some point. For anything no, I wouldn't do anything for a $100 dono. I'm not depressed. I just I'm also not myself either. I had to take some pills today that I did not want to take because they're panic attack meds. So there's that. I'm really lucky my doctor had just sent over the large version, so I was using the really small version, which is fine, but it's not my preferred dosage, so you should stop doing drugs. They're so bad for you. Respectfully, as a neuroscientist, I'm going to take care of my own brain, and you're going to take care of yours. And what's funny is that having so much stress in your body that your brain tells your body to shut off movement of your hands, then you need to take some pills. I'm sorry, but that's not healthy for a brain either. It's not healthy to let, I'm not going to tell you what kind of pills I'm prescribed, but they're prescription pills and they're not, illegal, so you'd shut down. What do you mean shut down? Meditation works better than pills? Okay, I'm glad that those are options for you guys. But these are not super addictive pills or anything like that. They're not that kind of deal. I don't even think they're controlled substances, so there's no need to be getting on my case about that. In fact, some of these can be used for other things. Is there an age minimum for this channel? Yeah, you really shouldn't be on here if you're under the age of 14. In my opinion, without parental supervision. I'm a female. Are you expecting us to enable you? No. I'm just telling you a little bit about some of the challenges that came in the way when I was supposed to be filming today and streaming earlier. It causes me a lot of anxiety and depression. What does? My streams? Do you have a job? Yes, I do have a job. A 9-to-5 job. Which also makes it harder to post. Am I male or female? I'm female. Why'd you only read my comment? I don't know what you're talking about. It's too bad I'm not a gay furry femboy. What do you do for work? I take care of other humans. AKA I'm a caregiver. My job is in administration though, so I no longer really do much of the hands-on stuff. I'm more of a coordinator. That doesn't mean that I don't work on the floor, doing stuff like that. I see right through me. I'm not a drug addict. I mean, am I addicted to alcohol? A little bit, but I'm not addicted to drugs. I promise you. In fact, if I were a drug addict, I probably would have known that, you know, this drug was taken out, and like I probably would have known how much pills are in there, and you know, I'd probably know where all of them are in my desk, but I don't know where they all are, and I have to look for them. Also, I don't take the pills that I'm prescribed, so I need help with medical compliance because I don't like to take pills. So I don't. Have I ever fantasized about that? No, absolutely not. I get really paranoid. If somebody sneezes, I get paranoid, and I start to think about all the ways in my head that it could go wrong for them. I start to think, I gotta take this person's temperature, I gotta make sure that they're okay, because I know, like, certain people in certain demographics, like, for instance, older people, if they get sick, if they get pneumonia, that can take them out. So I'm always, you know, I always got my head on a swivel, making sure nobody's showing any signs or symptoms of illness or disease, especially in these times where the cold air alone can cause illnesses. It's really important to stay on top of it and your loved ones that are elderly, if you have any elderly loved ones, to make sure that the cold itself does not affect them poorly if you live in an area like that where it gets as cold as it does here. Yeah, it's, yeah. Luckily, doing my best. I guess not a lot of people really like what I say, what I do, or whatever, and they either don't believe I have a job, or they like shit on me for my job, and I don't really get why that happens, but I hope that you find peace. You know what I mean? Sorry, I'm just trying to check. I'm trying to open up a version of my stream so I can see GIFs and shit. I have seen Chainsaw Man. Hi. Cold. Thank you for the gift. Arr! Unemployed? I'm not unemployed. I have a job. I just talked about it. You can't just go on and off depression and antipsychosis meds. So I'm not going off of antipsychosis and depression meds. I never said that I was doing that. The only medication that I brought up at all was anxiety medication. PRN anxiety medication that is specifically for panic attacks. I never brought up psychosis meds or antidepressants. And if I were taking those, I would be taking them on a daily basis. And not skipping a day, not skipping any hours. Is your job adding unnecessary trauma to my life? It did. It did. Now there's a small chance that I could be getting the support that I've always wanted and asked for. I might be getting the stability I've always really wanted. So I'm trying to be hopeful. I want to play VR chat, but my brother stole my VR system, so. People should not be getting into your medicine. Thank you, Rose Whitworth. I'm 24. Yeah, it's just, it could be really annoying. People just kind of judge me for having to take psychiatric medication. Meanwhile, you should see my job. I take a very low amount of psychiatric medication compared to a lot of people. You know, So to me, it's not a huge deal, especially because I have a lot of small issues, like my thyroid. It's hard to tell if things like panic attacks could be due to my new thyroid medication. When you increase it, it could cause issues. What's my diagnosis? Well, for one, I have hypothyroidism. Have I received HRT? Yes, I get thyroid replacement therapy. If you're talking about estrogen or any of that, no, I don't. If you're wondering why my voice is so deep, probably due to a lot of swelling today. Today I noticed my voice was low and I had some swelling around my thyroid, so yeah, I've never received estrogen or progesterone type like hormone therapy except for birth control, which technically counts if you were to be using it for something like PCOS, but I'm using it for its intention to prevent birth. So yeah, progesterone is in birth control. I thought it was just ethinyl estradiol, but it might also be progesterone. I'm not sure. Let me see if I have the pack. I think I'm taking ethinyl estradiol. I think I threw it out. My bad. Hey, think you're a man. Okay, good for you. There's nothing I can do to convince you that I'm not a man, so just leave. Unless you like femboys. I mean, I am a woman. I could tell people till kingdom come that I don't have a Y chromosome, but they're never going to believe me, and that's just that. I have to just live with it at this point. I do watch anime. Hello. You think I know more about it considering I'm a youngish parent, but here we are. People use birth control for lack of period pains? Yeah. If you have really bad periods, then you can also take birth control to prevent them. So if it's something debilitating for you, which it can be, I can see how it could be. You know, birth control certainly is an option. There are lower doses for things that are not necessarily like controlling birth. So it's not like birth control is only used as, you know, it can be used as hormone replacement therapy as well. So when people say HRT, I know that they're referring to like transgender gender like therapy, you know, but I do receive hormone replacement therapy, just not for gender dysphoria. I receive no hormone medications in relation to being trans because I'm not trans. I receive thyroid medication because my thyroid does not produce enough hormone to control my body's storage and mobilization of fat. HRT is not ridiculously expensive in the US. This is what gets me. Are you talking about hormone replacement therapy for gender dysphoria? Because in order for insurance to really cover something like that, gender dysphoria would have to be considered a disease, and people are really against that, and I can understand why. Nobody wants that labeled as a disease. However, in order for insurance to like cover something, doesn't it have to be called a disease or a disorder? I think that's why it costs so much money because of that. So I am androgynous looking. You're right. You're absolutely right. What do I identify as? I am a woman. I was born a woman. I was born with a vagina. Not that that matters, but I was born with a pussy. I still got the pussy. Y'all just don't want to hear that, and y'all don't want to believe it. But if you saw my hips, this is what happens to a lot of people that come across my streams and they think I'm a boy. Go look at my shorts and scroll down. Go on my YouTube shorts right here. Click on my YouTube channel and go to my shorts. You'll see my body. You'll see me dance, and I do. Once people see my hips and what my hips actually look like when I'm, you know, they stop thinking I'm a guy. So I would recommend go checking that out. I have so many YouTube shorts you could look at. So yeah, go ahead. You're lazy? Okay, then just continue thinking I'm a guy. You're a fucking liar? Okay, go and do what I just said. It doesn't really matter. I'm not gonna fuck any of you, so it's not like it. You know what I mean? Can I ask a question? Does it have to do with me being a boy or girl? Because if so, no. You look like Jeffrey Dahmer. See, at least this guy said I look like a girl. Is a serious question? Okay. Ask away. What do I do for work? I take care of people that can't take care of themselves. You don't have man hands? Jenny Dahmer. That's crazy. Should I start my YouTube channel? Yeah, absolutely. You should. Thanks, Mark Hill. I'll look like more of a girl when my hair is done next week. What did she do? Why are you not believing that's really rude? Yeah, I know. I have a really deep voice. Yes, my voice could go much deeper. Like I said, I'm trying my best to talk high, but I have swelling in my throat. So I'm sorry. Yeah, my Discord server is for people 18 and up, which means Apple users can't join. My glasses are from Versace. Thank you, Banana Man. Yeah, people are always gonna hate on me for, like, my womanliness and whatnot. And it's just gonna be like that forever. It's okay, being trans is okay. If I were trans, I would say that I am, but I'm not gonna claim to be a protected group of people that I don't belong in. I don't do pegging. I'm actually a submissive woman. It's gonna be much better when my hair is dyed pink. Then that'll be so easy to know. Burgundy red? That sounds like it could be cute. I have a pimple patch on my chin. How old is she already working? I'm 24, so it's definitely, you know, I have a job for a reason. I graduated from college, actually. But anyway, I got some coconut water. I do want to play FNAF more. I'm sorry, Deborah. You like my art? Thank you. I've been trying to draw for the past few days. Just drawing anything, really. So I could see if I could reawaken my desire to draw. You should get a wolf cut. I hate to break it to you, but this is the haircut that I'm getting. And it might not turn out like this, but what do you think? Don't do pink? Why? I'm gonna start off, this is gonna be a multi-step process, so I'm gonna be blonde for a little bit while I pick a hair color. Thank you, Izzy the God. Raton attack. Ratatouille. So yeah, we're gonna see. I really hope that it, like, makes me look good. that haircut. We'll kind of see, you know? Why am I being like that? I'm 24. Why am I picking this haircut? Is that what you're asking? Because I have bangs, and I want to get seen bangs. And I want my hair colored differently. I'm going to have it done blonde. And if I like the blonde, we'll keep it blonde. But if I don't like the blonde, then we'll get it dyed pink. Am I a Therian or furry? I am a Therian and a furry. I'm about to make some new masks, but I think I'm going to go to the bathroom first before I get started. Because I don't feel well. Talk amongst yourselves, actually. Let me just hit you with this before I step out for a second. Well, go on and comment ideas that you have for my hair that I could put in, alright? Thank you, Penny, for the donation. Ooh. Did anybody hear me turn on the shower water? Thank you for all the gifts, by the way. Here's what happened, alright? Here's what happened. I went to go in the bathroom and poop. But my poop came out with such force that it got toilet water all over my ass. And I was immediately, I was immediately very upset. So I went in the shower. And I washed my ass. And now I'm better. But I don't like when the poop water splashes my ass. I'm sorry, I'm just trying to be honest with you. So I had to shower and re-lotion my ass. I'm sorry, I'm just explaining it to you why it took me so long off screen, alright? You don't have to like it. Thank you for gifting me. I'm not transgender, no. You're telling this? Wow, you're very public. I don't give a fuck. Do you not go to the bathroom? Do you not shit? Do you not shit? TMI, LOL, clown, LOL. Think what you want to think about me. If you don't like me for who I am, and who I am is somebody that has tummy problems, then you can get out. Probably shit like 3 times this morning. I know there's kids around. The kids can... What do you think? The kids are out here reacting negatively to shit? In fact, they should be grateful I'm teaching them life skills. You're gonna walk around having a poopy ass if you don't take these steps. I have to shit a lot, okay? I do. And even when I'm at work or not at home, I bring either baby wipes. Usually baby wipes, just cause. Yeah. But I have a bidet at work. So. Not that I would use it, but I'm okay. I'm from New York. Bidets are great for the environment. Yes, they are. Now double tap and subscribe to me for saving the environment. Also, I want to thank you guys for sending gifts a lot. They've actually been doing really good for my channel. And I really appreciate it. Am I sick in the head? Wait, who asked that? Who asked that? Show yourself. I can't see you. Training went okay. Chat is not subscriber only right now. The training went fine. Hello, India. The government is fake. Fair. We're really close to 76K. So I might just run out to the car and grab my iPad. I don't have an iPad. I have a computer. Oh, shit. I brought it inside. Okay. Fuck. Do I like men? Yes, I do like men. Fuck. God rest ye merry gentlemen for sucking on my balls. You sounded like a man, okay, and you sound like a loser. Do I like men? Yes, I do. How many times am I going to get these same questions? Ooh, I think I got a follower on Twitch. Chocolate salty balls? Huh? South Park. The fan art being worked on. Aw, thank you. I'm really excited to see. I am excited. I love fan art. I am starting to feel like shit. I'm 24. I know my computer is not dead after I charged it for, like, the entire day. Should I sub? You should. People are either sexualizing me. My hand is still shaky from today. Am I gay? No. Don't feel like shit because you're very beautiful. Thank you. I feel like shit because of my panic attack. I feel bad. I usually don't call them panic attacks. I try to call them anxiety attacks, but now I know that they are actually panic attacks. Because, like, you know, when it's just your hands and face tingling, it's not really like, oh, it's like whatever. But when you're, like, unsure of what kind of seizure you're having, then, you know, it's something. My hands were like this. I feel so bad because I was like, Mason, I cannot move my fingers. They're not moving. My fingers are not moving. You know? The fact I was not able to open my hands like this. They were stuck like this. The pooping has finished. You're leaving? Oh, okay. So the afterlife is pretty chill. Oh, nice. Bro, what are you doing, bro? What's going on with you? It is going better. I'm gonna be pretty medicated. I don't know. Part of me kind of was like, okay, should I just stay medicated for the next few days? I will ask my doctor in the morning what she thinks. Like, because sometimes it could be good to take your anxiety medication before work if you... I don't know. Does it sometimes, do they happen in clusters? Could it happen again? I'm worried. Do I have ADHD? I do. Don't use too many benzos. I don't need to take benzos. That's kind of what I like about my doctor right now, is that I've been given the option to cluster migraines. I've only ever had one kind of migraine before. And what happened was my vision in my right eye suddenly got very sparkly. Like it was almost like there was like a slight kaleidoscope effect on top. Or it kind of looked like I tripped acid in one eye. In one little small part of my visual field. So they call that an aura. So you other people just know what that means. Like I don't know what that means. I was really upset, and so I told my aunt, and she said, because she worked at an ocular place, and I was like, I don't really know what's happening. I had just gotten off the mountain. I was snowboarding, and you know, I kind of like ran inside after getting off the slope and like tucked my tail in and ran into the ski house, and I was like, Aunt Ween, my eyeball. I'm tripping acid in one of my eyeballs, but I didn't take any acid. And so she was like, oh, here. And she gave me some Advil, and she said, if it's a migraine, these will make it go away. And so I took them, and I laid on the floor, and it went away. The snoot. Yeah. Sounds like a concussion. Well, it didn't hit my head. Why do I sound like a boy? I've been asking my mother and my doctors that for a long time. When I was in choir, I was able to join the boys section as a tenor because my voice was so low. So my voice is unnaturally low for a woman. I will accept that. But it's also higher than a lot of women, so You know, there's that. I'm ignoring you. I'm sorry. Take estrogen? No. How is both my mental and my physical state? My physical state is probably like it's like a it's like a 6 or 7 right now. 6, 7. Um, I'm ignoring you because you're annoying me, Miguel. Fairy from a movie. Thank you. My favorite color is indigo. Hi. Thank you for calling me pretty. Wow, bye. Good night. Goodbye, Grim. Do I have ADHD? I hate people who pronounce it ADHD. It's ADHD, dog. It's all just one word. It's not AD dash HD. It's ADHD. And there's no ADD anymore. It's ADHD, all of it. Cap? What do you mean cap? What about my mental state? I mean, not great. Thank you, Billy Joe Gray. Leading up to me having a giant panic attack, my brain was in a very bad state. Now I'm kind of like in a neutral state where I'm just kind of, you know, do I have corrective lenses? Yes, I do. I have astigmatism. And I'm saying a lie. I'm not saying a lie. There's no such thing as ADD in the DSM. It's called ADHD combined, ADHD primarily inattentive, or ADHD primarily hyperactive, because we now know that a lot of people that have ADD, as it were, they now call it ADHD primarily inattentive, because a lot of those people still have some symptoms of ADHD or hyperactive symptoms, even if most of their symptoms are inattentive. If they have 1 or 2 symptoms of hyperactive ADHD, well, you can see how it's more of almost like a spectrum. So that's why we've changed the classification, if that makes sense. A lot of people are upset about it because it loops them in with people that have hyperactive, issues, but yeah. Can you Therian walk? Yes. A lot of doctors are afraid to diagnose autism, Caleb, because that can change somebody's life, really. Especially if you only went into if you had a psych eval to look for ADHD and they find autism, they're probably not going to put autism on the paper. They're probably just going to say autism and then, or ADHD and then unspecified behavior disorder, because they want you to get a separate test for that. A separate psych eval. And I might be wrong, but that's definitely a possibility. Because I had some issues like that. The change put me in a category where I actually got the help I needed. I really hope that's true for you, Quinn's Beckerman Goblin. I really hope that the change from ADHD or ADD to ADHD helped you. I support S's, yeah. I think that it's a cool idea. You know? Thought we had a connection? Yo. Chill yo ass the fuck out. Honestly, I'm bored. Then leave. You're gonna ignore me, but ask him. You know when people like do that whole like ooh pick me thing in my comments, it actually turns me off and makes me not want to talk to you more. What up, Tiger? Y'all gotta be so careful. We made it to 20,000 views tonight, so I appreciate that. Thank you so much for the jewels. Oh my god. Thank you so much for the copying. Oh my god. Thank you. I really, really appreciate it. My channel is about me. I'm a furry. I like to dance and I like to make stuff. Welcome, awesome dragons. Your friend's ignoring you? That sucks. Didn't I get packed by Pack God? Not that I know of. And if he did, it must have been so weak that it just rolled off of me. We hit 76k, guys. Thank you so much for 76,000 subs, guys. I really appreciate it. Oops, I clicked off that page. Thank you. This is so exciting. I'm really excited. Thank you. 76. We're almost at 80. You know what I mean? 80 is gonna be really cool. Am I tired? I am tired. I'm probably gonna, you know. I just took a little nap, so. I've never seen the anime drop out. Is it good? You love my hair? Well, are you prepared for it to be blonde? I fell asleep and this chick was on my stream. Well, that means you should subscribe, probably. Elitism is bad. It's anime, but, what? Elon Musk? No, I haven't listened. Do I have a sleeping disorder? No. Do I like music? I do. Yeah, man, that's just fate. What? Thank you for the party hat. Yeah, it sucks. You gotta hear it. I'll have to check it out. 2 party hats. Thank you, Gannon. What time is it for me? It's 11:13. What kind of music do you like? I like metal. My favorite song right now. My favorite song is probably. Let me look. I'm gonna go with Trashed and Scattered by Avenged Sevenfold. Makeup brush. Ooh, thank you. Arf, arf, arf. Thank you, Gannon. Wowie. I love those little juggas. Thanks for calling me gorgeous. I like Avenged Sevenfold. I like Tool. I like Deftones. I like Coheed and Cambria. I like The Morse Volta. I like Megadeth. I like Searle. I like DJ Searle. I like Sugar Ray. I like Lil Sis Nora. I like a lot of Linkin Park. Whole lot of Linkin Park. My hair. Oh, my favorite. Cygnus Visman Sigmus. Oh my god, we got a Mars Volta fan. Ah! Yo, and I know all about Cygnus Visman Sigmus. I remember. Damn. Oh, I love Dance Gavin Dance too. I saw them live. Wow. Wow, we have very similar music taste then, Awesome Dragons. My dad and I also saw Mars Volta together. I've seen Coheed and Cambria by myself. I've seen them all live, and that makes me very happy. We all like Linkin Park. I'm more romantic sound guy myself. Okay. Roblox is cool. I kind of like to watch others play it. I get my stuff. Thank you, Gannon. Ah! I like Arctic Monkeys. Warped. Oh god, that sounds so much fun. Izzy the God. I want to see the Millionaires live. I think they're coming to my town soon. I'm gonna have to find somebody to go with me. Maybe my dad will. Or my mom will. Try rap. It's not that I don't like rap, it's just that there's other things that appeal to me more fastly. I should probably grab some slime and play with it. Millionaires with Broken Side, they're probably playing it, like... You like metal, how don't you like rap? It's not that I don't like rap, it's just that I don't listen to it that much. December 10th. Fuck. I don't know. I might try to go by myself. Maybe there's a way that I could, like, park my car at a train station so I don't have to drive all the way into the city. We'll see. We'll see. I'm gonna play with two of my favorite slimes. There was a slime release today, if anyone wants to check it out for me. I like ICP. Slime is so 2017. And your point. Slime saved me today. Well, Mason really saved me, but I've been watching House MD on repeat because I am having a hard time coping. My night, my might is about me confronting my shadow self. Step into my shadow. My favorite A7X song, that's gotta be Avenged Sevenfold. I would say Trashed and Scattered. I really like the song Scream too. You know, it's kind of a sexy song, but it's kind of about murder too. I like watching the videos of it on stage where they have like strippers on stage and it's crazy. Thank you so much for the gifts per use plays. I really appreciate them. The guy named Jew Silent came in here and called me an autistic retard. Good for you. May your firstborn have autism. And may you have no more sleepless nights following his birth. No, I'm okay with saying I'm from New York. Tool reference? Did I reference Tool? Did I say step into my shadow? Coming out the other side. Step into my shadow. 46 and 2, just ahead of me. I don't know. I probably was not the one to block you, your fave cache. Sometimes we click on the wrong people and they get kicked out. Let me see. Looks like you've been timed out twice. She likes, LOL, she likes old man attention, is something that you said to me once, okay? It looks like you've never sent me a message saying that I'm pretty. I would be able to see it right here. So, yeah, I'm not sure what you're talking about. You said that. No, it says the only things that you've said on my channel are Old man attention, lol, she likes old man attention, old man attention, old man attention, LMAO, haha, Layla. So, ooh. Old man attention, oh hell nah. Who the fuck said fart? Old man attention. Yeah, I don't know, Cass. If you were saying it to somebody else, did that person appear in 2 separate streams? Because you said that stuff in 2 separate streams. So, was that same person there both times? I highly doubt that. So, yeah, that's probably why you were blocked. Thank you for calling me pretty. Maybe it just hasn't updated yet. No, I don't know anybody that's been stabbed in New York. I do know that there was a samurai sword attack. I should work on masks today, but it's getting late. I started late. Like my hair? Thank you. Hello, Therian gang. I'll go to sleep soon. Shipping Cass and Miguel, that's crazy. What type of slime is this? This is called Blue Purry. It's like a glossy slime with phloem beads in it. I should buy slime like ASAP. Maybe my mods can help me pick out some slime to buy. Unless I should wait till Black Friday. I do have Discord. What up? Oh, hi, Evie. How much money do I make per day? Like $100? Not from YouTube, but I mean my job, I kind of would estimate that I'd probably earn. Let me see. Do I always attract these weird ass dudes? Not always. I probably make a little bit more now that I've gotten a raise. Looks like, here, let me do calculator. What's the bad news? Why are people saying, am I gay? I mean, I'm bisexual. What up, Miss Funny? Yes, I'm so sorry. Are you actually 18 plus? How much money have I made off of YouTube? A bit. Most of it goes back into the channel, so it's like... You, okay, if I ask how old are you? I'm 24. What about the stream? What do you mean, what about it? Am I 18 plus? Yes. Am I high on drugs? No. This slime is from, Slime Fantasies. How much have I made this stream? I'm not sure. I don't know how many jewels I might have earned. I don't know if I will know until the end of the stream. You thought I was 16. Okay. You can add me on disc, I guess. You have to be 18 plus, yes. Super stickers? Are those something that you see turned on for other channels? Because we should have everything that every other channel has. I put on all of the money earning things. I don't know, maybe super stickers were taken away earlier this year, I thought. Is that... Am I making that up, Elite, or did that happen? You're 22? Gang gang. You're eligible to join my Discord server. Congratulations. Oh, he was gonna ask me to hit? I didn't know that. I thought you wanted to be friends. Okay. Chug, chugga, chug, chugga. Am I in a relationship? No. Yeah. Do 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 do. Hello. What's going on? I like girls, right? Well, I found this one that likes my straight BFF. Like, does she like is your straight BFF a girl? You have to go. I go, Bello. Hmm? Oh, I said, are you a girl? And is your friend a girl? Like, is your straight friend a girl? Or is your straight BFF a guy? Which academy? Isn't it that, anime? The live is not 18 plus necessarily. It's not really made for kids, but if you're 14 plus, I don't mind you watching it. If you're gonna be a minor and just hang out in here, I wouldn't share your age. Both of us are girls. So, and your friend's a straight girl. That's sad. Maybe she's just pretending to like the straight girl because she really likes you. Is that a possibility? Maybe she's trying to make you jealous so that you try and hit on her. It's really fluffy now. You're ugly. What do you mean you're ugly? How? You're probably not ugly. Everybody gonna think they're ugly. This shit looks and feels like bubblegum. It kind of smells like Laffy Taffy. You're failing horribly at sleeping. Does it taste like bubblegum? I would recruit some Therians for City of Heroes. What's that? Should I be impressed with my insult? Keep fighting me? Hopefully it will fit in the container now. Dang. Ugh. I'm doing something. How are you doing? I'm going to take some of the slime out of this, and I'm going to add it to the amalgamation slime. We're making a new amalgamation. Now it's gray plus pink. Can't say I love this color. Nice. This is an interesting slime. Things are kind of stable. Stable for you? That's good. Your chat's a little rough, I know. How's my parents and dog? They're good. Thought your room was a mess. Yeah, mine's a mess. I bet if we inflate this, it'll get really big. After that, yes, I'll pull out a mask to show y'all. Here we go. I'm gonna inflate it all the way up. Your voice is extra deep tonight. I told y'all I had some swelling in my throat. It's actually a wig. It was on Amazon. It's getting really inflated now. So it's acting like a bread slime. What did Miguel do? I'm not even paying attention. What's going on? I didn't remove you as a subscriber. Stray cats are play fighting? Yeah, it's impossible for me to remove somebody as a subscriber, by the way. I can't do that. I don't have that kind of power. YouTube can. Kinda over you? Over me? Oh, they're fighting over me? You're not gay, you're straight. It's time to look up some of these slime drops. Going back to Honolulu just to get that Maui Wowie, that Maui Wowie. Mythical Mush Bunnies Holiday Getaway dropped today. Let's see what they dropped. They look okay. We need to see these slimes in action. Why are you on my dick, bro? Mm. Sorry, I got a lot of DMs. Alright, if you tried to DM me today and I didn't answer, try again, because I just deleted everyone and I just didn't care. Damn, you're in California? Not in love with these. I thought they're restocking today. So the Black Friday sale for I'm looking up the sale times. Is there any slime brand that you guys recommend to me? There is so much. I can't even. I don't think I can do this right now. I think it's like a lot of pressure. Are y'all fighting? Whoa, yeah. Whoa, yeah, yeah. Oh, my chat went away. Oh, there it is. I'm looking for slimes for Black Friday sale. Some of their Black Friday sales start like over the next few days. I'm not loving most of these companies. I mean, some of them start tomorrow. American short hair slimes. They don't look great. Sparkle Nanny Slime I wanted to try. Damn. I'll need to relax. Hell yeah, I'm gonna order off this website. This place looks really cool. Yeah. Am I even reading the chats? No, I'm looking for slime. I'm sorry. Y'all have me so dead. I'm gonna end my stream soon. Goodbye. Don't forget to follow me on Instagram. Good night, Cadence. What's hard to find? My positive response? Am I positive? Go sleep. Nail appointment. Ayo. Most people are on break right now. Oh no, these slime companies aren't titillating me. What's the question? My pimple is draining rapidly. Good night. All of y'all leaving. I guess I should leave too. All these people are having shipping issues. Yo. This is pretty cool. First karaoke and Chinese barbecue. Oh, I can't wait to bring my brother to this. Good night, good night. What's my type? Tall, strong, bearded. Doesn't have to be all three of those, but those are some preferences. It doesn't have to be super tall. This thing is just like oozing. It's just like so much juice is coming out of the hole on my face. You know what I mean? Thank you, Tyler, for following me on Insta. But it's not gonna heal unless I put another one on. So here we go. Not sure what just came out. What? It's from... Hmm? No, I'm not. I'm hoping that's enough for tonight. If you're asking where the pimples came from, my period. I get pimples. I haven't seen all of Hunter x Hunter now. I was on my period a while ago, but the acne still remains. La la la. Memories from remains. Mm. Damn. Actually, the art of reading and ignoring. Just end the live. Miguel. Every girl I like always likes my straight friends. I'm sorry. That sucks. We got to 200 likes. Ayo. Okay, I'm gonna go to bed soon though. I don't want a Texas lesbian girlfriend. Shut up. Yes, 38K. That's not a... I don't... No, not 38. 38.4. It's 24. We only need 24,000. Not 34. So. Yeah. La-dee-la-dee-da-la-dee-da-da-da-da. La-da-da-da-da. This thing is building up fast. All we need to take the blues away. Sun is out and it feels like it's always gonna stay. Oh, did I just dox myself? Till tomorrow. What? After the rain. Like, I'm scared they're not gonna work because they're gonna have to absorb too much. Okay. Woo. Silly internet slug, hello. How are you? You're sick? That's sad. Okay, I hope you're not too sick. Yes, I hope you heal, slugs. Slight haircut. This is just it's a grown out curtain bangs with shag. Oh my. Ooh, my. Damn, they say this place haunted. I'm watching a video of a haunted bar. Yes, slugs. I don't know what kind of illness you have, but I hope it goes away soon. I really don't want to go back to work tomorrow, but it's happening. Who bleeds at the Covivi? Well, con crud, okay. I feel you. That sucks. You're sick all the time. That sucks. Hmm. Bye. Miguel made another account and then told us it was Miguel immediately. Damn. I really ship Ariana Grande and Cynthia. Hmm. You're the nightmare, and Neko, I thought we had love chemistry. You're breaking my heart there, love. Shut the fuck up and go away. Mm. Yeah, Miguel, I thought you had a boyfriend. Damn. Mm. Play. I'm bored. What song? I don't feel like moving. I just feel like dying. mm. Mm. Uh. Mm. Mm. I go bed. I go bed soon. Your female friend's mad at me because I spammed her. Yeah, nobody likes a desperate guy, so don't double message. That's my advice to you. Or like, wait, she'll answer you when she's ready. Let them come to you. Don't, if you want to play the game with a girl, if you want to entice her, it's like fishing, okay? You can't just, it's not all yanking and reeling, all right? It's also a little bit of jiggle. You gotta be the bait. You gotta feel the bait. So I always get the biggest ticks. Fish, sorry. Fun thing about Tourette's is that you don't actually type out the ticks, so you're a dumb idiot. What the fuck? Are you dead ass? You know they're not spelled T-I-C-K-S. They're spelled T-I-C-S, dude. I'm okay. I mean, I'm not saying that this person doesn't have Tourette's. I'm just saying that, that was really interesting. But, they did misspell ticks, so there's that. Tourette's are not fun, but wait, hold on, wait, let me read it. Maybe I'm looking too far into it. Let me reread it. Tourette's are not fun, but I don't know. Is that supposed to sound like Tourette's? Or is that just supposed to be somebody saying a bunch of times because they're like nervous? I'm not sure. Misspelling isn't a sign of ignorance. Well, yeah, but when you have a disorder about something that, you know, when you have a disorder, you tend to know how to spell it. If they can spell the word Tourette's, wouldn't they be able to spell the word tics? I shouldn't. Wouldn't think, well, you know, I don't know. Hi, I am. Okay, now I know they're fucking faking, okay? See, y'all were trying to guilt me. Y'all were trying to guilt me. Y'all were trying to guilt me into saying they're not faking, and I'd almost believed you. Almost. Almost. I've never played Tekken, but I'll try. Oh, fuck. I reordered my medicine for tomorrow because I only have 2 pills left. Oh shit, I really hope it goes through tomorrow. Thanks, Riverside. Are you really a personal trainer? Vinny's Garage, where are you from? I'm scared about losing the drug. What med is it? It's, the light patterns? Oh, they come with the app. I never played Dispatch, no. I'm taking an antidepressant and, atypical antipsychotic. But I'm trying to take them consistently. I just took them, right? Did I take my pills? I am supposed to take the hydroxyzine at night, but I don't want extra anticholinergics in my body, so I'll hold off on that. Not taking SRI. What am I doing, Muffin? Well, I'm just watching a few videos before bedtime. I'm sure some of my liver is damaged just from drinking. Well, it's just about getting to be time for bed. Antidepressants are SSRIs. SSRIs are a type of antidepressant. They are not the only antidepressant. I'm not taking an SSRI, but I am taking an antidepressant, so riddle me that one. Which one do you think I'm taking? Can you think of any other antidepressants? It's not that I drink that much per se, where like I couldn't just stop drinking, like it's that I binge drink. I can. Which one? Which one is that, Caleb? It's like he just keeps filling up with fluid. Cocaine? That's pretty cool. Cocaine is a good anesthetic. These are not things that I've never heard before. Rexulti? I wasn't actually given the antidepressant because of depression, so I was given it because of a different disorder. The plot thickens. I'm just listening to y'all like act like y'all know about drugs, but y'all don't know that there's more than SSRIs in the antidepressant field. And that's enough proof for me to not want to continue this conversation because I know it's not going to be intellectual. Get off the shit. Me? I'm just trying to be happy. I'm just trying to feel good. My drug knowledge is extensive. Then okay, Caleb, then name a type of antidepressant besides SSRIs. Name one, and don't look it up. Name one variety of antidepressants. Name the first kind of antidepressants. What were they? What were they? As somebody whose job is specifically to manage the medication regimes of several schizophrenic people, I think that schizophrenic people should be medicated. Depending on how functional they are. Some people might not need drugs to be functional. That I accept that, but I'm not gonna take somebody. Don't Google it, Mason. Oh yeah, he is probably Googling it right now. I'm sorry. But yeah. Yeah, not a single one of you can just know the answer to the question I asked, which is what kills me? Natural ones? No. No. What's not common? Functional schizophrenia? You know, yeah, I've seen a couple functional schizophrenics. But medication really helps. Nicotine is, yeah. Before SSRIs, what did they use? Maui's. Close, but not it. Yes, but what else are considered the big guns? These were also used before SSRIs. Play Vecna and Stranger Things? Who's that? I would have to actually Google. Okay, then don't sit here and tell me that you have pharmacological knowledge. Maui's is almost a good enough answer. You're so close. But no. Therefore, none of you can really speak. Not a single one of you has the knowledge to speak to me about the drugs I'm taking. Or about whether or not they're good for me. About whether or not, because, again, they're not being prescribed for their antidepressant effect. So, there you go. But I am going to go to sleep soon. I don't know, I don't take Xanax. I appreciate your perspectives, though. Chemical Romance used to slap. It still does slap. What are you talking about? You're eating pistachios? Of course you are. Basically, any stimulant is an antidepressant. No. Straight up, no. First of all, yeah, a lot of people want to say that SSRIs are stimulants, but they are used as sleep drugs to help people sleep, which, so, yeah, maybe they give people energy, but I wouldn't even call them really stimulants. Second of all, I wouldn't consider Adderall an antidepressant because it doesn't, you know what I mean? Adderall's not an antidepressant. Ritalin is not an antidepressant. Okay. And it would be bad if you'd given those drugs to somebody who's depressed because they don't, and this is why this what you've said is really wrong and actually dangerous. Because do you know why when you see SSRI commercials, they're kind of like, oh, like, risk of suicide, you know, like they say that there's a risk. Yeah, I know. Caleb, hold your horses. I'm talking to you. Just hold on. You know how when you see SSRI commercials, they're like, oh yeah, there's a slight risk of suicide. Well, that risk comes from a presentation where some people get more energized from the SSRI. But the emotional symptoms don't go away, and they get the energy to get up and kill themselves. And that's why there's higher suicide rates when you start taking SSRIs. So if you were to give something like Adderall to somebody with an extreme severe emotional disorder, which is going to make their body locomote and make them want to move around, that's actually also giving them the energy to kill themselves faster. So no, don't say that, and don't act like that's a good idea, because not all, they're not an antidepressant. Adderall can't make your depression go away. It can't. So, it can make you get up. It's a CNS stimulant, but just because you're taking a CNS stimulant does not mean that you're taking away the major depression. You can stimulate some parts of the body and parts of the nervous system, but that's not going to change that. And if you are somebody that just has access and you're desperate and you have depression and you have access to stimulants, don't take stimulants. Don't. They could hurt you worse. Please don't. Even coffee. Especially if you're in a vegetative depression. I know that Adderall is an amphetamine-based drug. It's amphetamine and dexamphetamine. It's two amphetamine salts. I know exactly what it is. I'm not sure if methylphenidate is actually amphetamine-based, but it is a stimulant. I'm in an executive function depression. Okay, but then you take Wellbutrin. You don't, you know what I mean? It's not that just because you have executive function issues, which can improve with stuff does not mean people with major depression and no other issues should take a stimulant as an antidepressant. That's not how that works. You've basically just unsold your own point, because executive function is more conducive to somebody that has like norepinephrine or dopamine issues in their frontal lobe type beat. And depression is like, I don't even want to go into that. So yeah, let's separate those and say that you're in depression. And I'm not a doctor, so please ask a professional. But this is just my opinion as a layman. But your depression, theoretically, in theory, could, be affected by the fact that your executive function is not functioning correctly. And when you take a stimulant, it improves your self-esteem. It improves your feeling of productivity. It improves your ability to function during your day-to-day life. And you start to feel good. But that does not mean that anyone with actual major depression with no other issues should ever take a stimulant in the hopes of it not depressing them less, because in theory that could give them the energy to get up and kill themselves, because that ruminating thought of suicide in their brain is not going to go away from a stimulant. It's not. So the stimulant just increases their chance of, having manic thoughts, and potentially, if it's somebody that does not need the stimulant for a, executive function disorder or for ADHD or whatever, what have you, if they actually do not need that chemical replacement of those, of what is lost in the brain, then they're going to have too much dopamine and potentially norepinephrine signaling. And what does that cause? Euphoria, manic-like things, possible psychosis, and a drug-induced state. It depends if they've got suicidal self-worth issues paired to their depression. No, it doesn't. That doesn't change my point. It doesn't change my point that, that doesn't change my point that people with just depression should not be taking stimulants. And, suicide and self-harm, no, but self-worth is very often an issue with depression, and so are sleep issues. So are, a lot of people with depression have issues with insomnia. Some people sleep too much, but yes, some people have insomnia. And both can be used as a diagnostic factor for depression. So a lack of sleep or too much sleep can both be used in the diagnosis of depression. Random crying and shit, like, that is just not something you want to start giving somebody with depression. You don't know, that person could have been diagnosed with, major depression. They could have bipolar depression. You give them a stimulant and they could go fucking crazy, which also increases the suicide risk. So that's why I don't like that ideology. Now, pairing, if you get diagnosed for one or the other, that'd be fine. But there are options like Wellbutrin, which is sometimes used in the treatment of treatment-resistant depression, which is an NDRI. So it's, it's affecting the norepinephrine and dopamine, which just so happens to be the area in which ADHD and executive function type people have an issue. So if you take that antidepressant, then maybe that is a more realistic usage of a stimulant for depression. But amphetamines, Ritalin, no. Wellbutrin, think about it. Like, it's possible. That's why they're using it. They're using it in smoking cessation. They're using it for bipolar and manic depression. They're using it for people with ADHD and people with autism. I've seen it used in people with autism. So, yeah. That's my opinion on that. There's a lot more antidepressants than you know about. There's TCAs, there's MAOI, SSRIs, SNRIs, Wellbutrin's a NDRI. Now we have glutamate type drugs such as Auvelity, esketamine nasal spray, and these work on the glutamate receptors in your brain, which are in charge of turning on major circuits in the brain. So there are a lot of types of antidepressants. They are not all like stimulants. Stimulants are their own category. There are some drugs that fall in between, like Wellbutrin. Might be worth looking into something like that. You know, sometimes I've heard stories about SNRIs helping with, you know, there's certain antidepressants that have really good side effects, almost like, but like pleasant ones, and off-label uses, and those are the ones that could have an effect in a controlled setting. So, yeah. If I remember correctly, all drugs fall under stimulant, depressant, or hallucinogen. In terms of nervous system drugs, which most, you know, are, but like, let's say you're using like, you know, eye drops. Yeah, ketamine is being used in the treatment of depression now. You didn't know? I'm picking at my bed. I should probably go to bed. I'm gonna end in like now. Yes, I must prepare for tomorrow. So, have fun. Enjoy the next streamer. Yeah.